Okay, so today we learned about how to find the zeros and how to figure out or use the fundamental theorem of algebra to find those zeros. So identify the number of solutions of the polynomial function. So it's a fourth degree, which means it would be 4. And this is a sixth degree, which means it would be 6. Determine if the graph of the function will cross or bounce. So in this particular function, since all of those are first degree solutions, those are all going to be crossing. So it's at negative 8, 0, at 1, 0, and at negative 2, 0. There will be no bounces on that one. For number 4, because we have this little squared right here, that's a degree that's an even. Even shows bounces. So this would be a bounce, which means we're going to bounce at 4, 0. And then this is an odd degree, so that shows a cross. This would be 3, 0. Number 5, we're going to have to factor first before we can sketch and fill in all the information. So we've got to take out our DCF, which is going to be 3 and an x, leaving us with x squared minus 2x plus 1. This can still be factored into x minus 1 times x minus 1 with our 3x out here. Okay, so if you see that with two of the same factor, this can also be written like this. And this is huge now because it's got that little even degree. And when it's the even degree, that means it's a bounce instead of a cross, so that makes a big difference. So if you have two of the same factors, make sure you rewrite it with a square so that you don't throw yourself off. Alright, so the degree is 3, the leading coefficient is 3, which is a positive number. That helps with our end behavior, which if it's a degree 3 and positive, we're going to start down and end up. Your zeros for this are going to be at 0, 0. That comes from the 3x. Because remember, each of these has to be set equal to 0. So 3x is equal to 0, and then x minus 1 is equal to 0. So at negative 1, 0. And then your y-intercept is going to be where x is 0. So you're going to sub a 0 in for x and find y. So when I put a 0 in for x, that makes everything 0. And then it's going to cross at the 3x, and then it's going to bounce at the 1, 0. Okay? So this means that I'm going to cross here. That's also my y-intercept. But then at 1, 0, it's going to bounce right there. So this, if I sketch it, is going to kind of look like that. Kind of looks weird. Let's draw that nicely. Something like that. Okay, it's just a sketch. The reason we know that is because it's a cubic, so it starts low and high, and then it's going to bounce at the positive 1, but it's going to cross at the 0. Alright, for the next one, let's factor out an x squared, leaving us with x squared plus x minus 6. This can be factored into x plus 3 and x minus 2. So we have a degree of 4, leading coefficient is a 1, which is positive. Okay, if it's fourth degree positive leading coefficient, both are ending up. Okay, our zeros are going to be at negative 3, 0, and at 2, 0. Our y-intercept, when we put a 0 in for all of the x's up here, that's, we're going to sub in a 0. That's how you find the y-intercept. You're going to have 0, 0. And then we also have a 0, 0 here. Sorry, forgot about that x squared. The x squared equals 0 is bigger than x equals 0 as well. Okay, so it's going to cross at the negative 3 and at the positive 2, and it's going to bounce because this is a square. That's a bounce right there. And it's going to bounce at 0, 0. So negative 3, 3, and positive 2 are crossing, and it will bounce here. So if it starts up and ends up, it's going to look like this W, probably. It's going to look something like that, where it bounces off and then